Well, chickity chick. What's the story, Marines? Back at the bar. I'm really doing this one as a test because my computer is completely dead. And it came back from life. It came back from the dead. Came back alive. So I'm running it off an SSD C drive, my boot drive. I cleared up a load of crap on it. Gave myself about 150 gigs to play with. Installed OBS, and my OBS profiles are saved in it, including all my VSTs and everything. So yeah, and it's running smooth now, much smoother than it was before. All the SATA connections are dead. There's only one left, and I'm using it, so it's still in cascade failure, I reckon. But I'm getting around it. Marines. Colonial Marines, we in the Colonial Marine Corps, we improvise, adapt, overcome. How many times do I have to drive that into your heads? We never quit. Anyway, oh, sorry. I didn't mean to stare, lady, I'm sorry. Right, so I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm really just chancing my arm. I'm seeing how this records in OBS particularly, because I have to do a bit of recording for a video I'm working on. I have ordered a new rig. A friend of mine and myself sat down. He has connections in Dell. I got a new Alienware Aurora R13 with a 3090 GTX RTX coming, and it's a 6-week wait apparently. And I know you're all gonna get on at me. Why didn't you build your own PC? Why don't you use a NZXT or a Corsair pre-build instead? Alienware sucked the monkey. Why do you do this? Well, because it's easier. I'm covered. I have a lot of other considerations than overclocking and benchmarking. I don't sit around doing that crap. If you want that kind of stuff, go watch Gamer Nexus and watch the overclocking rubbish, and you know, talk about how you got a couple of more frames per second, or you know, you got your thermals down a load of degrees and you improve performance. While I'm sitting here recording, playing and creating content. Alright, see you later, bye. So anyway, I went from complete despair because I've basically lost my workhorse of a machine, which was the Area 51 R2. She served me very well for 7 years. Look, oh, check her out, man. She's getting bristling with feckin' weapons now. Check that out, look. Come get some of me. Tangled with the Colonial Marines, you must be nuts. Okay, oh shit, I forgot I don't have my fucking, my feckin', Duke, what are you doing? Why do you keep doing that, man? You can't keep doing that. Alright, boom, that's what I love, damn things. I love damn things, I do. See, it's been a while since I've played, like, talking a couple of days, but... Oh, there's no O2. You know what? God, I have to redesign this shit, but I'm getting cooked by the thrusters. Man, shader, manage. You wanna change that to the Dropship, and you wanna go to container controller. Anyway, it's good to see you. I don't know how long I'm gonna get. I hopefully will be able to edit the other videos for this channel, because it's a great learning curve and it's a real relaxation kind of thing, rather than the constant research and, you know, trying to source information, get around biases and find the truth in the middle. And you know, obviously the algorithm hiding my channel now like a bunch of losers, huh? So I come here and I have fun to wind down. Whee! Okay. Right, I won't complain. I'm not gonna get onto my soapbox. I'll keep it to myself. Now, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh, check it out. Check it out. I'm going to stop my ship here. I've learned two things, right? But first, I'm going to show you this. Holy smokes, we're rich. Are you looking? Are you checking that stuff out or what? Check it out. $304,000 credits, I mean. Credits, alright? So we're on our way. I'm gonna get to be a millionaire, I believe. Who wants to be a millionaire? Me! Those will be our war funds, our war bonds. Oh yeah, hold on, let me slow down here. Apparently, right? If I press CTRL and press W once. Holy smokes, it works! I now know how to come in easy for landing. You press CTRL and you just press once rather than hold on it. You press the forward key and you go up an incremental thrust. Ah, lads, that's a game changer. That's a game changer. Why didn't somebody tell me in the comments? Why didn't one of you Marines tell me this, huh? Leave me figuring all this out like a schmo. Anyway, I forgive you. Let's go. Also, if you press O, you take off your auto brake naturally, so it don't need to go into the power, the P panel. You know, the less peeing I do, the better. But you could have told me that. I mean, oh yeah, welcome to all the new subs, by the way. There's been I'm still a hidden channel, you know. But some of you legendary folks, you find a way. There you go, look. Auto brake on. Auto brake on. Auto brake off. Auto brake on. Auto brake off. Auto brake on. So that makes my life a hell of a lot easier. Again, why didn't one of you tell me? Hey, Big Mike, where were you on that one, man? Huh? I'm only kidding. You've been a huge help, Big Mike. I appreciate you. Appreciate you on this. Right, we'll head home. I managed to save my save game file and a Siege of Jadoville from my other channel, all the research and writing and stuff. So I've got it all backed up. The problem is I've been really stressed out because every time I sit down to get something done, something else dies. I can't test my 980. It is possible that the 980 is okay. The 980 Ti, it's possible, but doubtful. I think when the PSU went, it surged, and either that or the thermals, like when the PSU overheated, because I do know it was putting out some atrocious heat, boys. It really was an ugly situation. It got progressively worse. I didn't know that the fan duct on the PSU was on the bottom, and there even was a fan duct down there, and it was all caked with dust. So wow, that asteroid right there. I'm just drinking tea, by the way. Relax. I'm just passing this that looks suspiciously like a moon. That ain't no moon. Okay, charming. Right, so I'm gonna see how this runs now. But yeah, one of my 960s stopped working there. I had to take it out, clean out the fucking end of it, the connectors on both sides, and then use this SLI cable again, and everything seems to be back to normal. But I tried to plug in the hard drive again to recover some of the other files, and artwork and stuff that I had on that drive. Thankfully I had the foresight to back up a lot on external drives that I have here, so I got away with it, I think. And thankfully I backed up my saved game file on this on 7 Days to Die, because that would be everything gone. And I made significant modifications to this dropship, huge ones. if I'd lost that, even if I hadn't have backed up that, you know, pretty smart. The only thing I really lost was that auto brake. Don't even need to put auto brake on yet. The only thing I really lost out on was the hangar. I had fixed I'd got all the turrets up and running, and I got it painted, and it looked beast. It looked like a feckin' wasp. You can see how long it takes to transition now. Takes a fair old bit. Probably because I have it installed onto a USB drive. I'm playing around with the idea of installing it onto the C drive, given that it's an SSD. Auto brakes on. However, I don't want to overburden it because it is the only operational SATA cable point left that's working on the motherboard. So I'm gonna leave that be. You know? Auto brake off. Man, this is great. Yeah. You understand? You understand what I'm saying there, huh? NVGs. See, with a 3090, man, I can do something that's called dynamic linking in Adobe products. Basically, I can work and edit video in Premiere, and then, ooh, that's bad frame drop, and I can link with Adobe After Effects, and actually, so I can set up my scene with any artwork that I have, whatever I've done, and to animate it, I can bring it straight in, dynamically link it with Adobe After Effects, and edit it and set up the scene there like a proper cinematic thing. And yeah, the frame's dropping significantly here, boys. What was I saying there? There's my two turrets, you see? Every time I come back here now, they're opening up on something. So it's like every time I arrive back on the scene, there's one of those critters comes along. Gets his face blown off, but you know. Okay, we can... let's try out the new drum technique, huh? Look at that! Oh, this is sweet, boys. Finally. Oh, I can slowly descend and everything. Look. Oh, dude. Empyrion. I love you. I love you. Right. Shit. Just pony on down, boys. Just work with me. Work with me. Ah, oh, God almighty. What? It's like the engines power off. What's going on? Alright, look. Here, I'm experimenting with different things, alright? Alright, don't get in my case. Don't get in my case. After your failures of teaching me these key details. Right now we can put down. Ah, ain't she a thing of beauty? Now you can see all my fabulous detail work. I don't know if I've gone through this. I can't remember where I left off, because you know, it might seem like it's fluid transfer from you guys, but for me it's been weeks and of just stress and everything failing. Anyway, come on, we'll get out. And I was like feeling pressure from my other channel because we had ad campaigns going for it to get around Twitter's or YouTube's bullshit. So it was doing well. It was doing well, and then I have to basically go on sabbatical, it looks like, because I'm writing off the next, until I get the new unit. It's just everything's an ordeal, and forget about using After Effects on this rig. Not a chance. 2 gigabytes of VRAM, and even with the SLI, you only use about 16% of that. So you're not even getting like the 980 Ti struggled with After Effects. It was basically unusable the last couple of weeks I've tried to use it, and that's a 6 gigabyte card. Wait until you get a load of a 3090 24 gigabyte VRAM card. Take that in your pipe. And specifically, Dell computers are in partnership with Adobe. They do have the best functionality for Adobe products. They are content creation machines, like they, as well as gaming machines. But I'm a content creator first and foremost. I just happen to really enjoy doing this game recordings. I get to play around with Premiere and everything, and learn, and sound settings and thumbnails and SEO. That's search engine optimization for all you normies or people that just don't give a damn. Right, see, I'm off my kilter. I don't know what I got while I was up there. I'm not seeing anything on the ship or on my persons. I was just at the bar getting drunk, it seems. Why don't we bring that down? Pardon me, I'm belching here. Like, we've got a lot of money now. We're rich. We're not as rich as we're going to be. I'll turn her off, by the way. At least the thrusters turn off. Yeah, power down. Come on, I'll show you. I don't know if I've done this before in the last video, because I got cut off so many times the last time I recorded, because it turned out that drive, or at least the SATA connections on the board, were failing. So I don't fully know what's going on. I do know that the unit is on its way out. She's holding on. She's holding on. I hope she got another 6 weeks, but it's a ragtag setup right now. I'm trying to get around so many things. I'm recording to a USB drive. I'm running Empyrion and Steam off of another USB extended external drive. So, but here's what I did. Okay, I swapped out all the standard thrusters for medium thrusters T2, right? So I went from T1s to T2, and they look great and all, but I wanted to do a shroud, so I pushed my advanced block building. I'm starting to get a hang of this, man, I'm telling you. So I put a little mount here for them, and you know, they go in. I was gonna put guns down there, but I'll put them on the side here if needed. So that's them two. And under here, they're replaced with T2 thrusters. And under here, they're replaced with T2 thrusters too. Where are they gone? There. Oh no! So that's what happened. I haven't replaced those ones yet. Right. I understand. I did replace them before. It's just I must not have saved that particular change. Oh yeah, sure. Look, they're the same. So they were replaced as well. So yeah, okay. What I'll do is I'll replace these then, and the ones underneath. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, at least I've gotten most of them. What did I do on top here? These aren't replaced either. Well, holy smokes! I did a lot of block work. I keep calling them bricks. Just go with it. Oh, look, I did. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm sure I replaced that one too. But so yeah, these are done. And there's more advanced block work, so I redid the block work here. I have an inset now anyway. I like that more. And I changed these blocks to the fatter boys. This might come out a bit. I might, with my better block building skills, I might put a little more roundness there. We'll see. We'll get there. I'll address this too. What else have I changed? Yeah, we've changed this. Look at that now. It looks like an actual, like, cool thing. I reblocked this. I reblocked this. I reblocked this and reblocked this. And now it looks professional. It looks much better. Oh yeah, and I reblocked this. Made it longer and rounded it off properly. She's now looks like a helicopter. You know, big old Chinook meshed in with an Apache gunship, meshed in with the Cheyenne from Aliens, meshed in with an Abrams tank, and that's pretty much what I was going for. So I'm not gonna, you know, beat around the bush here. Let's maybe build 2 more, 4 more T2. We've got a lot of CPU points, by the way. Oh, by the way, thank you, Big Mike. It was in the settings, the CPU, the need for CPU extenders was turned off, whatever that was. It was at false, so I turned that bitch on, and now CPU matters. So we're big boys now. We're big boys. Right, so here's another thing that I missed out on that I'd built. I was gonna start on the Starfire Strike Fighter, and I had all the stuff built. It was like down to here. I had everything I needed. I had 200 combat steel blocks, or 200 blocks, 300, 400 blocks, normal ones. I had loads of engines. I had everything that I needed. The warp, everything, right? And then I had a hover vessel, and I had everything I needed for that. And I had, what was it, 300 combat steel blocks. I didn't know I was doing those until I looked at them, and then I said, oh no, and I realized I had plenty of resources, and I said, let it go, because it is going to be a tank. So here's my plan. The hover vessel is going to be a tank, right? No mining, no arsing around with that stuff. It's going to be a tank, armoured to all hell, with bristled weapons up its ging, and we're going to be having a laugh, alright? And basically the idea is that the dropship comes down, there'll be a landing pad, a landing gear or a docking pad, whatever one, on top of the tank, and I'll bring the dropship down over it, and then I'll hop in the tank and raise the tank up, and it should dock with the bottom of the dropship, and then I'm gonna fly that bitch into combat. So I'm not even gonna, like, basically the Starfighter is gonna soften up the targets with bombing runs and strafing runs. We take out air cover, we take out ground support, we do real damage, and then we roll in with the big bitch tank. With the pardon me, with the dropship, we drop off the tank near the target. We land our dropship in the woods somewhere, and we keep it hidden away, and then we jump in that tank and we mow down the enemy, and that tank will have shields. I think you can put polarized shields on, I'm pretty sure you can, and it'll be made of combat steel, right? So, and it'll be bristling with plasma cannons, and so, you know, I just maybe need to do a couple more CPU extenders. I think I might be able to get away with a T2 or T3 even, because it's really going to be just combat oriented. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm waffling. Look, I'm out of my element. I'm a little flustered because everything's going wrong all the time, and I feel like I don't know when this is just going to kaput again, you know what I mean? So I'm all over the place. I haven't been sleeping properly. I haven't been fucking... I don't feel good. I feel all stiff, and I'm just going to leave all of this grow. So when everything's ready, you guys give me a call. I was supposed to be building stuff. Right, come on. Let's do it. Let me just check and make sure it's still recording. And it is. Fucking sweet. I mean, feckin' sweet. Right. And I gotta really, like, I had OBS installed onto my D drive, the one that failed. All my profiles are on it and everything like that. and my VSTs were set up. It turns out when I installed OBS now onto my C drive, something magical and wondrous happened. Something magical and wondrous happened. All my profiles are saved with the VSTs on my C drive. So the second I reinstalled OBS, it took off running the way it was. Anyway, I know you come here for gameplay. Just this is kind of like a radio show too, okay? So cut me some slack. I'm going through the ringer here, and I feel like I can talk to you guys. So anyway, right, we go back here. Let's first of all see what we have, because I'm gonna rebuild all. Right, so we only have 36 blocks, right? That's the first thing we're gonna sort out. We're gonna sort out more cargo controllers, although cargo extensions, although this will be a fighter, so we're not going to be carrying heavy loads. This will be just to store like extra ammo for the ammo controller. It'll be to store armor and guns and rounds and all that stuff, just enough in case we get shot down and we gotta go kick some ass the old-fashioned way. I don't know if I even need these anymore, like, but I made large T2 thrusters anyway. Oh, I do. They're T2s. I'm sorry. Of course, I do need these. I have the medium thrusters is the one. I don't know if I need or not, but this ship has to be agile. I mean, she has to be a nippy old yoke. She's got to be able to strafe. She's got to be able to go from 0 to 60 in the blink of an eye. If it takes ages, like the Dropship, even though she's far more nippy now, and I've been testing, well, I was before everything stopped, I was testing out the nose down like an Apache would do, like keep the nose on target and circle the target and just like rain down fire on it, and it works now. She's really nippy, but this will be like a mosquito. It'll just like a UFO, you know. We're gonna be smashing down fools. Right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order these like thusly. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is a cockpit, right? So make sure you're on fighter components. Well, first thing we're gonna do is an armored cockpit. We'll do 2, because one for the tank. Then we're gonna need 2 fuel tanks and 2 generators. I said 2, boys. I said 2. We're gonna need container. We're definitely gonna need an ammo controller. We don't need a locker, even though it would be a good idea to have one. I really want to keep it as a strike fighter, because we're going to be launching from the CV, and the CV, now that I'll take it easy on my computer, because I can go up into space and build a CV, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to build a space station up there, like a shipyard, and I'm going to store everything. I'm going to transfer as much as I can to there, and then I will build the CV, the yet to be named spacecraft carrier. And it's going to be a big build, so it might take several videos, and so I'll go through that. It'll take it easy, because up in space it runs a lot better. The computer, I mean, can handle it a lot more, because there's not low distances as much or anything like that. So it's spot on, and that'll keep the content going, and it'll keep because I'm trying to work out how YouTube really works. Like, if I can get as many videos up regularly, does it improve your visibility? I think it does. I think a lot of us, me included, we like to watch episodic stuff. We like to chill out and hang out with somebody while we're either working on something on our own, and like artwork, or, you know, if we're, you know, cleaning the house or whatever. You stick on your wireless headphones and you're listening, and it's like a podcast. So I'm back. I don't know how much you've lost, but I was going off on a spiel there, and I heard the chime, and you know, the encoder stopped working again. It's only because when I'm recording and using this thing at the same time, OBS, the cards can't keep up. Like the VRAM, there's not enough VRAM to process and encode at the same time, and it just kind of spazzes out and dies. And it's just the limitations I'm having to work with. But sure go on. Like, let's see, where are we at now? Now I have to keep an eye on. I'm fucking paranoid about that now. But let's see now. Okay. Oh yeah, she's slowing up. She's slowing up. Okay, right. We got one of these. I'm pretty sure I ordered two. We do need blocks first and foremost, so engines will be later in the build. There'll be and RCSs, but first will be fuel tank, then generators. What else would it be? We don't need a fridge because we will be using MREs. We do need another of those thingaboppers though. Make sure you're on fire. Boom. We do need another one of those for the tank. Ventilators don't need them because it's a prefabbed cockpit. Wireless connection we do need. I think I built a detector there. I'm not sure. We'll build one anyway because we need one for the hover tank. But that will only work with the fire. I'm definitely going to need to build a couple of these because I doubt that I'm going to be able to make a T1 fighter with any capabilities whatsoever. Well, I don't know. I forgot. Yeah, of course I forgot. I have T3s, dude. I have them from the dropship after we upgraded to T4s. So, I don't know what that was all about. All my stuff from my CV. I think I have that all there. It's still there. There they are. CPU extenders T2. Right. That's for the base. What? Don't believe it. There they are. T3 extenders, right? So we'll bring that in. Oh wait, what am I doing? You can't do it that way anymore, Duke. You gotta do it appropriately. And the way you do it, get everything wrong there. Why don't you? Okay. You go in here and then you drag it. So that's for the hover tank, so we do want those in there. That's also for the hover tank. That's also for the hover tank. They're from the old school. You can also use those for the hover tank. That's for the CV. What was I going to move originally? I'm telling you, stress has ruined my brain. Honestly, I just... Like, you know that when you're panicked for so long, you fucking... Everything just goes... Or you get... Oh, look. We're all good. We're all good. So, we can stick that in there. We can stick all those in the fighter, actually, because we're mostly going to be using hardened steel for the hover vehicle. That can go in there. We probably might need that for something, I don't know. That can go down for the bench. We might need that for something, I don't know. That's for one or the other. T3 extenders, that's what it was. Again, you let me down here, fellas. You're supposed to know all this, right? We put in here. I won't need any of this for the tank. Well, that's a drill, so that's... It's no bueno for us. I mean, maybe I'll stick them on, but I prefer to use the drone now on my own tool. Alright, that's all for the CV now. Everything there now is for the CV. We're going to bring this down for the base. This is a personal use. Bring this down for the base. That can go there. But you're bringing this down as well. That's for the hover. This is for... the CV, which we've more to do, by the way. This is going to be a big build, right? I'm definitely biting off more than I can chew here. I've never built a CV in my life, and I'm going in as a remedial, thinking, sure, I see it, therefore I can build it. I figure if I can do the dropship, this should be a little easier. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build this. I'm going to build a... So, I'll build 2... Oh, no, So, I'm building that for a fighter, alright, you can't build 2 for... No, don't need that. Pentax a tank. I might look into these later on. We'll know more in regards to that and layout when I'm actually trying to build the thing. Let me just check on the video. We're still going. Right. Container controller. I don't think I built one of those yet. And if I did, so what? It'll work on the hover tank. So I don't need O2 or anything like that. Although maybe it would be a good idea to have O2 tanks there just so I can top up. No, sure, no, that would be stupid. I'll have them in my container controller. Okay, let me pause this for... okay, alright, hopefully that holds. We'll keep this on the simple. I was gonna... Maybe I'm thinking of maybe doing a... Like, this really is just a build video to see if all this works, you know? I'm gonna try and keep it... There we go with those things. Every time they do that, man, I need a change in shorts. But we'll see what happens here. It's really just a test video to see if everything still works and what I can expect here going forward. Hopefully she holds out until I get a new rig. And then I think she's earned me trying to, in time when I get some funds and, you know, I'm gonna try and rebuild her. Man, use her as my art computer anyway. Let's have a look at what we have so far. Give us a look there, will you? Right, boomity boom. Right, that definitely goes in here. These should be... Yeah, the tech there. Keep the lights down here. Pentaxa tank. Polarized shield. There goes the CPU. Tier 3 now. I'm so glad we have these two. It makes the fighter something very exciting. The wireless, the light. Okay, we can bring this down to the hover. You know what? We bring it down one more because I have no idea. Oh yeah. One of them down there. Your engine. She's gonna be a savage of a thing. Right, this can stay here in between all of them. Now, I thought we made 2 of these as well. Scheiße. Right, you go to player anyway, and you go to container 2. Right, right. Nearly sure I had 2 polarized shields, but it seems to be doing this thing. And I'm gonna put it down to the fact that the computer is going up. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, I didn't do it. Right, I didn't do it. Sorry, comp. Sorry. You go. Boomity boom. I'm not gonna need a pentax. Oh, I do. I need a pentaxa tank for the polarized shield. Don't I? Do I? CPU. Holy smokes, look at the CPU. Holy smokes, why not even put that in there? Energy and idle. That means I'd need a T3, wouldn't I? I'd need more CPU extenders. But look, it's not a total loss. Remember, if we're building these things powerful, they're going to have to last the whole campaign, you know. It's not just one engagement. We're going to be going into Xerox territory in space and kicking their ass over this long series. As I learn fast, I mean, I only have 200 or something hours in this, 200 and something. It's sub 300 easily. Like all the other names you'd know, they're up there at least twice to 3 times. Some of them 10 times as long in this. So you just wait and see. You keep an eye on this space, okay? Yeah, it is son of a rechargeable. I've seen Pentaxid down there. There, the hit points per Pentaxid, 1,000 points. Yeah, so there's 1,000 hit points for every one Pentaxid. So I do need a Pentaxid tank for my hover tank. So go in there. So there, huh? So there, huh? Oh, build one of those. Build 2 of those. I don't have, like, do I have generators? That's just sheet. Oh, look at the frame rate, lads. It's really bad. You come down here. Also, I built you for our tank. It's 1 turret. And now it's all running smooth and by the numbers. I might install actually onto the C drive Empyrion on Steam. I didn't want to overload it, but I may just do that. But it's really the graphics, like it is a Stone Age rig now. Docking pad, boom, make one of those. That's a jump boost, by the way. That's for so we can jump over obstacles or whatever. Never actually used them before. And we need... she's going to be a heavy old yoke, so we'll see. What we'll do is we'll build these. We'll build those. And then we build a couple of these. 4 maybe, let's say 4. That's just for the hover tank. Now we go back into the yellow fighter. Oh wait, we need a couple of other things. We would need an armor locker. Or I can put an armor locker in there because we are going to war. Definitely a wireless connection. Definitely a detector. Don't need a small constructor. Definitely need an ammo container, a controller, ammo controller. Get it right, okay? Container controller, boom, definitely need one of those. Let's see, a small generator. No, we should have loads of generators there. 2 of those. And 2 of those. So, it only gave me 1 again. Did that thing I was talking about. Now, if I turn... Oh, that's much better. That's better. Right. All your engines go down here. Definitely this too. Pentaxid tanks up. Right. Yeah, Pentaxid tank comes down here. Yeah, I need those. I need 2 of each for that. Don't need a warp thingy-jig for a tank. That's just silly. Alright. Again, I'm going to leave the engine designs for when I'm actually dealing with this and in their building, and I want to see what I can do. Alright, so we go in Change the fighter. Give me 10. Not 100 for it. We're not rich. Well, we're kind of. So. Might need a landing gear. I don't know if that docks down to the SV. I don't know if it's a way around. I don't know what's going on. We'll see. Koopy, we'll build one anyway. Alright. Oh no. Stop it. Alright. We're not in the old thingy here. You know what I mean? There's no landing gears for the old Yoki. Hover vessels to your capital vessels. So you can only... please tell me that I can dock a tank to a dropship. Please. If not, then this was all for nothing. All for nothing. I thought like you could, you know, if you got a landing gear and stuck it on the top, but you can't build a landing gear for a hover tank. So, well, I'm just assuming this would allow me to dock to a small vessel as well. Look, we'll find out. It's not a big deal if it doesn't. It just means we'll have to reassess our entire tactical approach to this war effort. And I know this is probably boring with you. You know, you're all looking at me going, "What the fuck? We've been here for fucking hours, man. Get a handle on it, will you?" We come down here and we put this in there. Just as well we have a ton of resources in there. We'll let that do its thing. Let that do its... Uh-oh. The fucking glass. I'm gonna go upstairs. So yeah, the frame rate looks dog crap. I'm sorry about that. It may get to the point where I should just probably not record. But I hope it doesn't, because I don't want like a month and a half to go by and this series just will lose all relevance. Well, it wouldn't to me, but it might to other people, you know, so I kind of want to stay on top of that if it's possible. What was I going to do here again? Oh yeah, bunker. I was going to go into here. Oh, come on, this mouse, dude. Oh. Yeah, that's what I was going to do, just for the old... Take your helmet off, that way you'll be fine, alright? Just fill up there. See, I've taken to just wearing my helmet in the dropship and not actually turning on oxygen, because actually I don't need it. I didn't really know that or figure it out at the time. It does come in handy though sometimes, but when you power down the dropship then you lose all that oxygen. It just seems like a major waste of oxygen. Major waste altogether. So I just stopped. Turn it off, and I have the option there anyway. Okay, and it's a docking pad. You hardened steel. You're still going with all that. Holy bejoby. Right, on the topic of hover vessels again, we need G blocks. We need G's blocks. So 100 combat steel and maybe 53 hardened steel just to start off. We'll see what's going on then. Don't need glass, we're all good. Using the cockpit. So I'll just for the next couple of videos I'll just do building videos. I was thinking about doing the burial chamber, so I'll fly up there, I'll land outside, and then I'll record and hope that it runs okay and we can do that POE together, and that'll be something. That'll break up the monotony of constant build videos. But there's a lot of building to keep us busy. Assuming the computer holds out, we can build the outpost or the shipyard. We can build the spacecraft carrier and the fighter and the hover tank. And our beta test, really, I'd love to be able to just, when the new rig arrives, because there's no point in going to war until I have the tools. When the new rig arrives, then I can park the SV or the CV in orbit of Omicron and then start D-Day. That's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully I get it earlier than 6 weeks, because I do have my other channel that I'm really chomping at the bit here. I want to get more videos done. I want to like keep that channel alive. You know, it's tough, but I have to use, cause the new style I'm doing, I have to use high. Even if I were to just go and do stock footage again and take stock footage, it won't process on this, man. HD video and a lot of the downloaded stock footage from, say, Motion Array or something, pardon me, that stuff even taxed my 980 Ti, and then it's always a 4K. You know, it's very hard to just find. Oh, I'm sorry, I was trying to adjust myself in the chair there and I clocked the mic. I'm sorry, but I find it very difficult to get 1080p anywhere. Nobody does it anymore, and I know why you work with 4K, because you can upscale it and you can zoom in and you can do all of this stuff. You can zoom in and it's still good quality. I forget what I'm in here for. Yeah, oh yeah, I was gonna check and make sure that I did actually upgrade that tier. Then I remembered, oh yeah, you did have those things in the thing. Right, this is all ready to go anyway. It's all ready to go. The pumpkins aren't in yet, and the space oranges. These things are by far the longest I've come across yet. They take ages. So I'm just going to let them all be until they're all ready to be harvested. We've got the run on that. I'll show you what I'm thinking here. We've got lots of these. Alright, now there's going to be hundreds of them by the time I'm finished. I always keep 5 on me. Might as well keep 9 on me now. Keep that at 40, and I just try and keep them topped up. These are a problem, right? Actually these, but this is the plant. I need to plant these, and I need to plant these. I think these are the buds, and no, that's the eggplant, right? So that's the vegetables. That's these guys here as well, and the big eyeball things that we go looking for. And the buds are quite important for these, so I need the plants. These, I need a whole load of them. This farming business is a lot more complicated than it appears. Come on, I'll do a short one. This will be a short one, just really updating, so I have more stuff to keep going with while I'm crippled here. It's almost comical if it wasn't so tragic. I mean, every time I'm getting a bit of a momentum going in anything, everything starts crashing and collapsing, and all I want to do is my work. You know, it's a bit of a pain. Bit of an old pain now, so it is. But I won't complain about my pain. Let's get this stuff out here, because I got it for the work on the turrets outside. Yeah, sorry. I'm jumping the gun. Just put... Right then. Now I can put... No, I can't, because you do need a lot of output there. See, I can't really see that well. There's a sheen coming from the window on my screen, so I have to lean to the side just to see what I'm looking at. We'll do a few more blocks, a few more steel blocks at least for the fighter. I say 100 hardened steel. Oh, yeah, because that's for the hover tank. So the fighter won't be absorbing as much punishment. She's fast. That's the whole point. 2 of those, just in case. I don't know what I'm going to be using. And hover. There's no wings for the hover. Oh, that's a shame. That's unfortunate, but I'm used to taking lumps. Right? I'm used to this. But the Duke won't quit. Never. The Duke will keep going. Just to spy the world. Like, I'll keep going. Hover tank. What else do I need here? Don't need ventilators. I'm gonna be in a prefab cockpit, so I don't need all that junk. Oh, weapons, of course. See, I'll wait until because the priority here is the fighter. So I'll obviously we're gonna need a couple of GATs just for shits and gigs. I'm thinking pulse lasers, and now that we have access to a restroom, definitely 2 of these boys too. Zirconium alloy, give it them. She is a fighter craft after all. I'll see about all this, because what I've done is I've built a furnace. I don't know if I've told you this, but I did build a furnace, so it turns all my zirconium and a restrium into ingots. All my stuff, anything that can be turned into ingots, it just does it. So it changes it from the ore, your gold, your silicon, your iron ingot, your titanium, turns it into titanium rods. So you've got, it just looks better, it keeps everything cleaner, you know, but it won't touch magnesium or anything like that. I think you've got to do that yourself. Obviously it's not a metal, so, although I'm not an expert, so you tell me, I only work here. What I'm thinking of, right, Sathium, I've got a lot of neodymium. I didn't know I had a lot of neodymium. I'm gonna need a lot of copper. That's what I forgot. I forgot that, because I'd done this, I'd addressed all this in my lost save file. I'd gone out and I got a lot of copper, and there was a fair amount here. But now, that's unfortunate, because we're gonna need a lot of copper. There's no copper there. We're seriously low on copper. How are you still building all this stuff? There's no copper on any of this stuff? Satan plates, titanium plates, blah 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 blah. I'll do that later. I won't do that on camera. I'll do that later on. This is really just to beta test. As I keep telling you, I'm sorry. It's just yeah, there's your detector anyway. So I think what we'll do first is we'll build a fighter. I'll do that in the next video. I'll just make sure I have everything here, and when I finish up this video, I'll go off then and resource and get everything else I need. Then I'll build the weapons for the fighter and the weapons for the hovercraft. And once I have both, the hover tank, once I have both ready to go, prefabbed, and the same with the CV, then I'll start the build video. So we'll start off with the fighter, and we'll build the fighter first. Then we'll do, straight after that, we'll do the hover tank in another episode. And then we'll move on to the CV, well, a space station first. So we'll build a starbase or a shipping base. All right, something up there where I can store a lot of, you know, a lot of my whatnots, so I don't have to keep going planet side and coming back up with the dropship over and over. I'll just transport it all there, and then I'll try and build as I go. From like, it'll be mostly container controller and container extensions with a gravity generator on it, and I'll basically stand there and build it in modules. I'll go out even and just build it, because it's going to be hard to build. I'm not using God mode or anything like that. It'll be my drone and my selfish out there just making everything. All right, and it's a big, huge Gigantor ship, and I've already set my standards way too high, way beyond my skill set, most likely. So that's what you do. Aim high, Willis. Aim high. And then when we get in there, I can only but find out where I'm good, where I'm bad, and what the situation is there. I'm just checking, make sure she's still running, and she is. So what else do I need here? I've got the blocks. I've got the thingamajigs. I think that's everything I can build, because I didn't realize I was out of copper. These don't need copper, thankfully. Does this need copper? No, it doesn't need copper. So I'll get the weapons anyway. You know what I'll also enjoy is the CPU requirements of this fighter has to be lower. There's gonna be less blocks in it. There's not gonna be an armor locker. It might be an armor locker, we don't know, but there won't be an O2 station. There won't be like access in the rear. There won't be a ventilator. There won't be an oxygen tank or anything like that. It'll basically be just guns and metal going up there. Engines, guns, and metal. So I reckon pulse lasers might be a good call. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go hog oil, because we're gonna have to do it again for the hover tank. We gotta smash. We gotta smash the Xerax into the Stone Age. What I'll do though is I'll go 2 of those for the fighter. 2 of those. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but also 2 plasma cannons. Now that's a lot. So that is a bristling armament right there. 2 GATs, 2 homing missile pods, 2 railguns, 2 laser pulse lasers, and 2 plasma cannons. Can I do it? I don't know, but it'd be nice to have them there anyway to see. And even so, if we can't use them all at the same time, we can't have them all on board at the same time, we can actually store them in the storage of the ship and swap them out depending on what mission we need. So, see, that's using the old noodle, fellas. Now, in order to build ammunition, I'm going to need copper, I believe. No, steel plate and nitrocellulose. Cobalt. Yeah, surprisingly, I don't need copper for anything at all. I've built a load of oh no, did I? I did, but is that one of the things that didn't get saved on the update? Let's go in and see again. By the way, thanks, there's a lot of you leaving nice comments. Thank you, helping me out, by the way. It doesn't go unnoticed. The Duke appreciates all of that stuff. Thank you. Given that this is a hidden channel, pretty much, I don't I don't tell anyone about it. So if you found it and you've been legend to subscribe, I appreciate you. I do. It's great. I did. Rory. Okay, Rory. The dropship has our teeth ready to go. Yep. Oh yeah, you know what I haven't shown you yet. Come on now. Well, that stuff is building. Come on now. I'll show you the hangar, what I've done so far. Oh, it's a lovely day. That's a die-hard Nakatomi day. Sad to hear about Bruce Willis. Right, now, here we go. So I fixed that as well. Now it's gone back to normal. Right, here we go. Bing! Oh, you silly beggar. Looks dangerous, doesn't it? Just the way I like it. This is only the start. I'm going to put, I believe, 2 more over this side. Maybe a minigun. Because there's a lot of predators, a lot of those nasties around here that just keep popping up. But this is a fort, so I'm going to treat it like a fort, even if there's no Xerox attacks here. I'm going to wall it all off. A big beautiful wall all the way around. I'm going to have a hangar, or at least a garage kind of thing for the hover tank. Once she's built, she'll go in there. Alongside the lady there. Yeah, I kind of like the aesthetics. It's bare bones. Like I do try and keep in mind that I'm going to be leaving this planet, going out into the universe, kicking ass. So I'm going to do that over here. I'm going to do another turret here. Hopefully it doesn't blow my tree out of it. That would be unfortunate. Same with this one. We'll go over here. So I'll just cover this rear, and then 2 more sentry guns. Uno, dos, right here. And then up on the roof, I might put in smaller. A row of small. Oh no, I might actually might leave it. Might put in small here actually. Yeah. They'll go end to end. I don't even know if they fit next to this. I don't know. I've never tried. So we'll build a fighter out here. Actually, like old times. What do you reckon? We'll build a hover tank out here as well, like old times. And the first one will be the fighter, the Starfire. So there's the hangar. I'm proud of it. This is all going to get pushed back, so you can't just jump over. Then there'll be a wall built up around. Not sure how that's gonna work, CP wise or whatever. Might not do that. Might not build a wall. Might just build defense turrets here, defense turrets here. I'm sure that'll take care of you if you try and come around sniffing. But I'll build a wall around here. Oh God! What poor fool bought it there? Do you see anybody? See, these things have some range. It's off there somewhere, most likely. I really only wanted them to cover, you know, say from that tree around here. But they fire off miles into that forest and smash whatever's out there. You know what, boys, I'm really looking forward. And girls, I know. Hey, Emily. If you're still watching these, if you're still watching my, there was a fly there trying to eat me, by the way, so I just slapped it away. But hello Emily again. Hope you're still watching these. I hope you're chilling out. Hope you're having a laugh at the sheer ridiculousness of everything that's going on for me. Hail, the dangerous acid rain bullshit. Anyway, we don't need to be out there no more. Let's go down and check on all of this stuff. Okay, let's come over here and right, so we have the hover tank. What one's the combat steel? That's the combat steel, and that's the hardened steel, right? No. What else do we need? See, I'll upgrade. I'll harden parts of the fighter as I build it. Like once it's built, I'll go, okay, these are the weak spots. I need a little bit. For instance, the style of flying I'm going to be doing will most likely need a hardened underbelly. I'm looking forward to seeing what I can do with this stuff. 4 of those for laterals. Boom, boom, covered. Medium thrusters, they could be used for gyros, ascent, descent, maybe. And could maybe the main engine is yeah, okay. Fighter, and what engines do I need for this? What ones did I build for the lady? These are more powerful. What's that in? 230 kilonewtons. And what's this? 300 kilonewtons. What's this? These are big though. These are big fellas. 2x5x2. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be. Again, we'll see what happens. We'll wait. We'll wait until we see where I'm going with the build before we decide what thrusters I'm putting in there. I do have a lot of CPU to play around with since I already have those CPU tier 3 extenders. That's great, you know. That gives us, how much does that give us again? Let's go out and check. I remember it's P CPU statistics. 3 gives us 40,000. Yeah, that'll cover us. That'll cover us because I'm not gonna have turrets on this. This is gonna be strictly a strike fighter, not a small vessel like the lady here. That, well, the dropper that's designed for Overwatch and everything. There'll be less. See, I might put these engines in it. What engines are they on the? I'm pretty sure it was the 1x3x1s, but let's just go and see. Whoa, I was so wrong. It's the 2x5x2. 2x5x2. I'm gonna need at least 2 of those for the brewer. So what's that? Thruster jet medium 2x5x2. Okay, right, grand. Let me just check and see if it's still recording. I'll be wrapping it up now in a second. I think I've gotten enough footage to keep. You probably guys will be bored to death by this, but I kind of want to be, you know, have me on there and we are doing something or just chilling out in the evening when you come home from work or school or whatever, or fucking college or whatever. And just chill out, pop me on there and come on the adventures with me here. No, I forget. 2x5x2, right? 2x5x2. That's the one. Give me 2 of those. 2 of those. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Now, if we go back into our shilly billy here, we need these just in case. Might not use them. You know, it depends on the build. We go in. We start off obviously with the Homer rockets. We're gonna need to build Homers. Well, the GATs first, then Homers, then railguns, then lasers, then plasma cannons. Now let's see how we're doing with Arrestrium and Ziscosium here. Now that we're a munitions factory. Ooh, it's taking a hit. It's gone down. It was in the thousands. So we're going to have to hit our boys up for Arrestrium and Ziscosium up in the old refinery. So I'm going to have to build up more light armors and sell them on. I'll do all that later. Because I've decided, I promised my friend, because he said I'm stressed out. He said, just no more trying to fix, no more trying to sort stuff out, no more trying to like, I have a headache, my body's all stiff, my jaw hurts, my traps hurt, my neck hurts, my, you know, abdomen hurts from fucking crunching so long, like. So I'm just gonna take a week off, maybe 2, and stop running around after things. And wait, I don't have my helmet on. That's the one thing that you do need your helmet on for, is your old light. Right, so you see how slow these stanking things are. I'm thinking the pairs are much faster, right? So they're fruit too. But I do need to extend. I might extend this actually again. Another one again. Get 2 more 9 plotters out here. 2 more grow lights. Just extend out. Not a problem. Now that we have CPU to burn, fellas. And Emily. Hey, Emily. We have... we're tier 3. We have 500,000 allocated. So we have like 200,000 to play around with there. And we're gonna obviously we're gonna need to hold something back for the garage, for the tank, the big boy tank, which we won't build until after the tank is finalized, so we can get dimensions, of course. But I'm quite excited. Kind of like a tank from Halo, maybe. Designed like that, but a hover tank. I kind of see that, like the Colonial Marines. Man, we're rolling in, we're ass kicking. Alright, look, I've wasted enough of your time. This is an episode thrown together, desperately trying to avoid doing the other fun stuff, like going out and getting into trouble. I can't really do that because the computer won't be able to handle it, really. What I'll do, and for the next one, is I'll see if I can record a POI, like the burial chamber. We'll go in, we'll have a bit of fun, we'll go do that POI. See what the story is. And then I think the next one after that, if we're still running, I'll build the fighter. We'll start building the old fighter, and I'll try and get it done in one video so that it's all the way through. And then we'll start the tank, and then we'll start the space station shipping yard, space station / shipping yard, and then we'll do the CV. Okay, and it'll take some time, so by the time I've finished all of those and the stuff has gone up, I may have just bought me enough time for the new rig to get here, and then we can always go and start D-Day. And that's when all the fun begins. That's when pure combat and beautiful tactics by the Duke and beautiful ships and weapons designs by me come into play. So anyway, thank you. Let me just see if it's still recording. Yeah, it is. Right. Thank you for joining me, as always. Thank you to all the new subs. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button. It means the world to me. If I get to 50 subs, right, I'm 40 subs now, but if I get to 50 subs, I get to stream live. Would you guys like to hang out with me live while I act like a bollocks on this? I think you would. I think it'd be funny. You can give me a shout, right? We can have a talk. We can get to know each other. We can have a chill stream, and we can just we can have a bit of fun. I obviously won't do that until I get the new rig, but you know, that's and if we get to 50 subs, like, you know, that'd be great too. But thank you. If you've gotten this far in the content and you like what you see, hit that like button. All right, that helps. That helps with the old YouTube overlords that decide who gets to see what. Help me out there. Buy a war bond and just like that button. You don't pay for anything. It's free. All right, just in case any boomers are out there going, "Oh, buy a war bond. What's he talking about?" So thank you. And thank you for everybody commenting. And thank you, Big Mike, for all your feedback too. And a couple of others. Tactical, thanks, buddy, there for your kind compliment. And 2 other people that might poor rattled brain. I can't remember the tags of, but I'll give you another shout out anyway. I appreciate your feedback and your comments. Thank you very much. So, without further ado, I'm going to wrap it up here. You don't have to look at my ridiculous shenanigans for much longer. As always, okay, my sign off. Inglorious Asquelga. Slán Lat. Guref Martakut. August Pogue Mahone. Go on, Marines, I love yous. Ta-ta. See you in the next one, God willing.